looking down.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Boomer Show. Candid conversation with a bunch of sexties. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, ladies. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
So, welcome back, Pam. We missed her
Thank
a couple of
you.
weeks.
It's
Take
been
care
a
of.
few weeks.
Yep.
Been a few
Looking
weeks.
all slim and everything.
Yes,
All righty then.
Straighten out. Yeah, different look.
Yeah. It's got that old school shine to it.
Yes. And I just kind of throw it over the eye.
Oh yeah.
Old school shine to it. So cool. And then I noticed Miss Diane there happened to put on a holiday shirt, and I have one as well. So stand up a little bit, Diane. Let us see your holiday shirt.
So I can see it. Be jolly. Okay. I like that.
Other way.
Yes, and the colors. Yes. I gotta get my Christmas stuff out. I'm doing the tree this weekend. I know I'm behind, but I did get motivated. Put the wreath up this weekend and get gifts this weekend.
Okay, so I decided, since this is our last time meeting this year, and it is right before Christmas, that I would put on my elf shirt.
Oh my! That's cute. I like that.
I'll put it back on again for Christmas Eve. You know, I have to have it on for Christmas Eve. Here's Mel. Okay. Welcome, Mel.
Hi.
Long time. Haven't seen you in a while.
Girl, it's been a while. Let me turn up my here. Sorry.
Yes.
Look, even Mel's looking made up today. What's up, girlfriend?
Yeah. Nice.
Did you hair color change? Did you dye your hair?
My hair was rinsed with dark, before, but when it rinses out, it turns to the red of my mom.
Oh, okay.
It looks great. I love that.
Yeah, it looks good.
I love that. I wish.
It just goes to red. That's different. I have to get that out of a bottle. Okay.
And here's my girl.
Oh, hello, the whole fam.
Yes.
Well, Miss Santa Claus here with her house just totally decorated.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm glad I didn't put my Santa hat on, because there can only be one Santa. So Santa, I want to be an elf.
Look at her. She's an elf.
Oh no, she didn't dress up like an elf. Oh my gosh.
God, you look great, Renee. Oh, well, thank you guys. And I agree. I love your hair, Mel.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
Thank you. Good for you.
Got it curled.
And Mel.
And cut.
That color doesn't work for her. I think it makes you look younger. Tell you.
Yeah.
It
does.
Okay. I'll make sure I wash it and rinse it and it's usually darker.
A new look going into the new year.
So anybody got big plans over this next couple weeks?
Well, I'm doing a headshot tomorrow because I'm putting together a proposal for the Biden administration. So putting my little bio together.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It does. What area are you?
The unemployment area.
Unemployment area. Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's cool.
Needs to be reimagined, because at this juncture, it's not working. And you can't think that you continue to do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Well, guess what? We have 20, 30 million people now on unemployment. So what you had before that worked for about 4 or 5 million people isn't going to quite work.
Wow.
You got to readdress.
It doesn't scale well.
No, it doesn't. At all.
I got you.
Well, the thing is, somebody has to start something in order for something to change. So A
Yeah.
lot of people will have the idea, and it may be the right idea, and then it never gets past,
They don't
their front
execute.
door.
Right.
So
Oh no,
kudos to you
this
for
is going to the
actually.
doors. We're gonna be knocking on all the doors.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Action,
I think
action.
this new administration will be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things because they're trying to embrace all kinds of groups and ways of doing and looking at stuff and try to be progressive. So this is probably the best time to do whatever out of the box, make yourself stand
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I
Wow.
had some
I
idea,
agree.
I would do it too.
Well, yeah, I've never thought of my ideas on that grander scale, So generally, it's like I have an idea and it's good enough to tell people.
And
But
but that's
but
it.
that's it. Yeah, not to even think about trying to act on it.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
I applaud you. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
I agree. I agree. That's big time.
It's, it's called
Or
I'm 60
as they
now.
say on the street, that's gangster.
That's right. You're 60 now, so
Yeah, I am 60 now. So you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it forward, and God's willing, they'll see the reasoning in it and allow me to work with it as well. So
Mhm.
oh
we'll
wow,
see.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all
Yeah,
about
that's
being
even better.
bold in
That
our 60s.
that you have that, so you can work with it.
Mhm.
That's
Interesting.
right. It's called, oh yeah, we're going to be spearheading this thing. I have a partner that is working with me on it.
Cool.
And it's been something that I wanted to do. I want to be able to help people. And, if you're going to help people, I'm not wealthy like, what's her name? Scott, the one that divorced Bezos. Yeah, I'm not wealthy like
Oh,
her to give away money like that. But, I want to be in a position where I'm getting paid and I'm helping people to, reimagine themselves. Um, basically look at what's available and reuse what we have, create an ecosystem that works versus this drudgery of doing five little searches per week, and then you do
yeah,
nothing else.
Oh my
right.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
The nightmare searches. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's sad because generally when well, at least my case, when I was unemployed,
Hmm.
um, I was not employable for what I was really trained or educated to do at that particular time
Mhm,
because
mhm,
those were not jobs available at that time. And
mhm,
so going to the employment office. I always called it the unemployment office,
mhm,
but I think it's supposed to be the employment office. Was really a waste of time going each week and saying, okay, I applied at McDonald's, Hardee's, White
mhm.
Castles, KFC, and Churches.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm,
uh,
Right.
because those first of all, those jobs were truthfully not that didn't pay enough
mhm,
to show up. I'm sorry, those are teenager jobs a lot of time, or retirees who are supplementing their
mhm,
income type of thing. But if
mhm,
you're and
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to start your career or start your life, there and apologies to anybody who feels differently or who has to rely on that as their source of income. um but yeah, turning in those 5 each week was a waste of time, and it was painful when you first start and you seriously send applications to jobs you want
mhm,
because you're qualified for. So you get to tell them about 5 people who rejected you.
mhm, mhm.
you know,
Yes.
and it's like, look, this is my private shame. I would rather not have to keep reliving this with you.
Yeah, you have to be really thick-skinned when you're applying for jobs. I've been through more than one stint being unemployed, and I look at the paperwork. I look at what I send in. I'm like, don't you see what I see? Why you don't want to interview me? But at the same time, sometimes no response. It's a deep dark hole. Nothing. You have to be thick-skinned and just keep it moving. 'Cause a lot of
Yeah.
people don't respond.
I
Mm-hmm.
also
Then there's
remember how painful it was for my mom to constantly be asking me, "Have you applied here? Have you applied there?" And friends and family, "Have you
Yeah.
applied here? Have you applied there? Oh, what have you done today? Who did you know?" And you're like,
Right.
I really don't like having to run through this. It's
Mhm,
painful.
mhm. Yes. Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of feedback. I turned my mic off to see if it was me.
I don't have anything on.
I don't have anything
I
on.
do hear it.
Yeah, I hear it too.
No, I don't have anything on.
Okay. It stopped.
It's weird. Hold on. Hold
I
on.
hear it now. Go back to mute again, Mel. Go to mute again, Mel.
No, I think that was me. Hold on, don't do it.
Nothing.
So now you don't hear it?
I don't hear it. Anybody? Okay.
No.
No, I don't hear it.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, that's all right. She can mute and unmute. We'll figure it out. So, most of you submitted in the little group chat pictures of your Christmas decorations, which I thought was great. It was fabulous. I actually tried to
That
do.
was fun.
I have none.
Yeah.
Mel, you said you were going to try.
I was going to
By now
try.
you're going to have the tree up.
But my daughter is having her daughters at her home, and they put up the tree already, but now they're going to decorate and everything this weekend. So I said, lovely. Bye.
Yeah.
Now I did decide to go ahead and get one of those little trees at Kroger. They have them about this high. You know, they're about that big. And
Yeah.
put a couple little bulbs on it, and that'll be our Christmas tree in this house.
Well, I have
Okay.
not put mine up, but I'm putting up a big
too.
tree. I'm putting up a big tree this weekend, but I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know where everything is, so it won't be that hard. Just kind of move the furniture around a little bit.
Oh
My
yeah,
mother
I have
just said she wanted to be Christmassy, and I wasn't feeling it, but I'm doing it for her. So.
Well, and you know what? I was pushing through the pain, decorating and stuff, and I actually went through a couple of days of depression. My sister's birthday was this week. Joy, who passed away, and so yeah, it was just decorating. I was hoping that my excitement would meet the flurry of activity, and it just never did.
Yeah.
So I got stuff done, but I
Um,
don't have that feeling.
let me tell you, your house looked like you had the feeling compared to me.
Right. You make the fuck real good.
Yeah. I was like, can I come to your house?
I haven't seen the picture, so I guess
I
I
will.
have to.
Okay.
Yeah, go look on your phone. They are
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? If this is not feeling it, then oh my goodness.
Yeah. What happens when I do feel it?
Yes.
Now, Renee and Mel, I think I have to send you because I did it Sunday. I wanted to see how it turned out. So I did a little video of my tree, but I did it to the song that I mentioned on last week's show.
Yeah.
The Ramsey Lewis Trio, Snowbound, or Snowdrift. It's called Snowdrift. Anyway, so I put the music on and played the music and then kind of, moved my phone around with the tree and tried to send it to everybody, but the file was too big. So I had to
I
send it
couldn't open it. So I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it. I saw it through Google, and it's fun. I really like that. How did you get your tree to do that?
Well, the tree is, it's an automatic timer, and so that was me moving my phone around the tree to, to get the. But I have different lights.
Your tree, your lights.
8 different settings on the lights.
I mean, I thought it was just the tree. I mean, the lights, they would just dance into the music. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Nice.
That was completely coincidental. If it looked that way.
Oh, really? It looks like it's dancing to the music. I'm like, where did she get this tree from?
Oh, you don't have a
that was the direct.
Good job, Karen.
Do you have a YouTube channel you could load it up to? Do you have a YouTube channel you could load it up to?
Oh yeah. I
do that.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fun. Just send us the link.
Will
Oh
do.
wow.
Will
Because I
do. I will do
saved it
that
to
when we
my
get off.
phone. It's saved on my phone.
Yeah, I couldn't open it. So YouTube,
Oh
I'll try that way. That'd be
Yeah,
good.
but I'll
yeah.
post it on YouTube because that'll be easier for everybody to see.
Okay.
So because I actually post a show out on YouTube as well. I've got a
Oh, okay.
um Kathy Line, motivational speaker channel, and I put the show on there. But then I also have a low life entertainment channel, and I put it on there. It's one of my. So I will do
Oh,
those.
okay.
Cool.
Yes, yes, yes. So that was fun to see. Um, I still feel like I'm
Was.
working a little bit on my
Thanks for
tree because it's missing a
sharing.
little bit of color. I feel like I need a few more red balls. It's missing a little color. You know how it is, Diane. You have to get the tree right.
Yeah,
So I'm going into the
yeah.
store
I,
one more day to add a few red balls to go.
I know that's right. You know what? I did the same thing. I didn't feel like I had enough balls on the tree. I said, you know what? I'm missing something, but I just did it for the heck of it, So it was fun.
Right, right.
I
Can
feel
never have
bad.
too many ornaments.
I gotta hurry and get my tree up. I feel bad.
Yeah, denying poor Mrs.
Well,
Pruitt.
you know what?
Exactly.
Thanks to Renee. Renee, I want to again for the inspiration because otherwise I wouldn't have started this early.
I'm gonna tell you what, the cat with the little red thing. Okay. All right.
Her necklace.
Oh, I can't wait to see your pictures, Renee. Oh my
And
goodness.
that's the first one I think that you see before you get to the rest of it. You see the cat.
Really?
He's posing, sitting there just serenely.
It's like,
So
okay,
And
yeah,
really?
yeah, I mean,
very
you know what
cool.
she is unique in that sense. As far as wearing collars and stuff, she like feels naked without them because she's used to having a collar on all the
Okay.
time. So
Okay.
she feels dressed
Mm,
up.
mm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
people respond to her a certain way, and so she likes that
Oh,
type of
I may
thing.
have to pull
Yeah.
out Bella's Christmas. She got a Christmas
Uh,
outfit. She looks really
Really?
cute in. Yes, she does. I may have to
Oh.
pull that out. Yeah, dress
Oh
her up
my.
too.
Oh wow.
cool, 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 cool. Um,
So how
ex-
long have you had your cat, Renee?
um 6 years.
Hmm.
Yeah, six
Oh,
years.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
or cat years the same as dog years?
No, I don't think so. I think they're slightly different. I think cats might be 5 years for every human year, something like that, and dogs might be seven
Yeah,
years.
dogs are 7. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've
Yeah.
always heard the dog years, but I've never
Okay.
heard the cat year translation. So it's my first
Hmm.
time actually, asking and hearing an answer to that
Yeah.
question.
Speaking of cats and dogs, if you guys know these home breeders and stuff who are not serious breeders, my sister posted today. She works at PetSmart, and they're having to put down so many
Oh,
puppies and stuff this year because people who are not professional breeders and who but they think they're professional, they don't take into account the shots and the care and the different things that you have to do to make sure that the animal is not born with certain illnesses because it's so expensive
mhm.
that people are not willing to take a puppy that's going to right off the bat cost you $5,000 to
Hmm.
cure him after you pay $3,000 to somebody
Mm.
for the puppy.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
so yeah, so
No, ASPCA for me.
you say what?
Eight.
The ASPCA.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Kathy, I
and
like your tree though. But now go ahead. You were finish up what you were saying
oh,
Okay.
regarding
Cool.
I was
what are they
just gonna say
doing?
a lot of people don't realize when they think I got two pit bulls, or two French bulldogs or something. I'm gonna start breeding them,
Mhm.
because people are paying 3 grand, 4 grand per puppy,
Mhm.
and of course, yeah, who wouldn't want five puppies or something at three
Mhm.
3 grand each? Yeah, that sounds like easy money
Mm.
or pretty easy money, but it can be expensive and unfair to the animals. And then the worst is that if the people who have the new puppy don't have the money to euthanize the puppy when they find out what's wrong, then the puppy either gets left somewhere to live a like a slow, painful death. And so it's just
Oh,
yeah, it's a heartbreaking type of situation. So just
Oh.
kind of warn your friends and stuff. If you have friends that you hear they're talking about, yeah, I'm gonna have puppies in 6 months or 3 months, whatever the gestation period is,
Mm.
just remind them that there's more to it, and they really should look into what it costs to really bring healthy puppies
Yeah.
safely to the world.
Because they may just want to get the money and
mm.
leave it up to the new owners to take care of the puppy. But
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
certain things you're supposed to have in place before you take the puppy.
You said what? Well,
There's
see,
certain things they should pay for up to do up front. Yeah.
right. A lot of people don't know to ask for the AKC breeding papers,
Hmm.
the vaccination history,
Hmm.
whether the pet has already been spayed or neutered, just all of those things that you should ask for. Um, and the main thing is the breeding papers. Just don't show me a male dog and a female dog, and I'm supposed to go, oh, okay, yeah, that's a, authentic, purebred, whatever.
Hmm.
So,
That happened to one of my family members, and when they bought the dog was dead probably within 3 months
oh,
because he got really sick. So they didn't have all the history. They didn't ask all the right questions. Yeah, that's a good point. Wow.
Hmm.
but I don't
Yikes.
want to be Debbie Downer. Yeah. So we were talking about the dogs and cats.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Jax? Yeah. Come on. Pam, Pam hasn't seen
Questions.
your necklace. Pam hasn't seen your
Oh,
necklace.
Let's talk about
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Pam.
I'm going to go
Say
north for the next
hi,
2 weeks.
Pam.
So
Say hi, Pam.
Hey, Jackie.
Say hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay.
She said,
Yeah,
"Okay, I'm in the limelight now."
yeah, exactly. Jackie the Ham. Jackie the Ham. Okay.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
cute. Now that's a cute pose right there.
Yeah.
That is cute.
yep.
oh, Jackie
Uh-huh.
said, "Think you're
That could
cute."
be a
Oh, you
card,
give mommy a
holiday
hug. She said,
card.
It
Yeah, it
could.
could
It
be.
really could. That is so cute.
all right. And you know
Okay, now
what?
she's.
Yeah, now she's becoming the Ham. But
Mhm.
the other day, she I was leaning over doing something, and she jumped onto my butt like it was a ledge and stood
Okay.
there.
It's just
I
stood
was like, okay,
there.
message taken, smarty pants. Come on, Jax. Come on down. Come on. You coming down? Coming down.
Like a wedge. That's
Oh
not good.
Lord.
Come on. Oh,
It's
oh,
those
I'm sorry.
those
I'm sorry.
I think a few of us have had those kind of moments in life before, so I'm just
Nothing
gonna
Yeah.
popped on my butt, but
let that
I get the image.
yeah. Thank God no pictures. You know
Okay,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
wait
That's
to
the
see the
kind of stuff.
picture. So now, what did
Um
you guys do last year to bring in the new year? Which obviously we didn't bring it in quite right, but because we brought in
A
a
pandemic.
yeah, pandemic, compared to what you think you're gonna do this year.
Well, last year, all the family members that live in St. Louis all were at my aunt's house. So it
Mm,
was a nice gathering. Uh, Lots of food and catching up.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. So that part was fun for Christmas. Uh,
Uh,
I don't think I did anything New Year's Eve. I
last year.
don't think so. No, Christmas was the gathering. New Year's Eve was quiet
Oh,
to
okay.
me. Yeah, yeah.
What about you, Diane?
My New Year's Eve was quiet, relaxing. I watched CNN bring it in.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched the show on CNN,
Mm-hmm.
and it was. Look forward to watching it again because I like after they drop that ball and they play New York, New York. Now that's my
Uh,
favorite.
That's
New
the
York.
song.
I watch the little ball drop. So mine was pretty quiet.
Mhm.
I always wanted to be in Times Square at least one New Year's Eve, but after 9/11, I lost that desire because I always felt like, well, this is a target now, So, what about you, Kathy, Mrs. Lynham?
Well, I think my New Year's Eve in particular sounds like the rest of you because I decided to stay at home, So I did the same thing, Diane. I watched one of the shows, and I might have been flipping back and forth, watching the countdowns and the different little interviews that they do, and just took it easy. Now, when midnight came, though, I did have my champagne and I did drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mom
yeah.
drank some
But
champagne
when I
at
stayed in,
midnight. Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
and I don't
usually
know, the
take you
older
for
I
that.
get, the easier I find it to stay in for some reason. And I think it's because the quality of the events that I know about have not been what I'm looking for. And maybe that's a market opportunity for somebody to create a New Year's Eve event that somebody like me would like.
Okay, so after we get past the pandemic, then we'll have to have a 60s New Year's thing where, it's music that would appeal more to our group, and it's, more like a
Right.
lounge
The
type
stuff that
of
we grew to.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel, what did you
Absolutely.
do last year?
I go to church, but
Oh,
this
okay.
year,
Watch service.
this year won't be happening due to the pandemic. And hate to be the downer, but a friend of mine, her husband passed on yesterday with this COVID, and this was her second time
Oh,
at
wow.
being married, and you're talking about someone who was in love, and you're talking about a man who adored his wife,
Wow.
hands down, 55 years old, I think.
Wow.
But the worst part is 3 days before, his brother died of COVID.
That's who
Yeah.
you
And
were.
they were
So
together at some point?
they had gone
They had
on
taken a
a
trip.
trip to pick up a car, and I don't know.
Mm.
Anyway,
That's
this thing
awful.
is just horrible. So
Yeah.
we'll probably do something, maybe a Zoom or something like that. And I'm trying to do like a family Zoom
Oh,
where, we can all just be on the Zoom and say,
Oh,
Happy
bring
New
in
Year
the
for
new
those
year.
who don't
Okay.
fall asleep, you know.
We were thinking about doing that too, because we kind of did that at Thanksgiving and reached out to some family members in different parts of the country I haven't seen in years. It was really nice.
Oh,
And
wow.
some in Chicago, some in Iowa City.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I can't wait to see them when this is over. I told them I'm coming to visit. We'll do a little road trip. Yeah. So we may
Oh,
do a
What
Zoom
part of
thing.
Iowa?
Iowa City.
yeah. You'll pass by the sign that
Girl,
says "Welcome to Iowa."
5
I hope
minutes
you
from
brought
me.
something to do with you.
Oh, that's really close to you?
No.
You
Oh,
got someone in Iowa City?
Yes, I do. Yep, cousin, her
You got
family.
someone in Iowa City. I might know them.
Oh, okay. The last name is Kidd,
It's
Kidd.
like that here.
Hmm. Her first name is Marcia. Her last name is Kidd,
KID
Kidd. Yeah. So,
in Iowa
because
City, huh?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Diane's not that far from Iowa City.
Yeah, she said minutes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have
Yeah.
to
Right.
do a
It's
little
just
road
like,
trip.
we right next door. You cross over Rocky Shore, you in Iowa City. It's just
Okay.
like the little thin line. City Corville. That's the whole viewing area.
Okay.
And Marsha Kid, she
Mhm.
attend any church here?
I'm not sure. I could ask. Yeah.
Okay.
And all of these were family members of my dad's side, and they're in the Chicago area. They're in Iowa. They're in South Bend, Indiana. Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
it was nice to see them. I don't know them as well. I don't see them as often as my mom's side, who are
Oh,
all here.
wow.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So the Zoom thing is going to be a way for us to connect and keep connected. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and
And they
my
made an
sisters and I
announcement.
have. Oh, go ahead. They made an
I was just going to
announcement.
say quickly, they made an announcement I heard on the news this morning that Zoom is doing away with the size restrictions for the
Uh-huh.
holiday weekends. So for
Hmm.
Christmas and New Year's, your Zoom
Oh,
call can be as long and as have as many people as it needs to have on it.
Oh, that's cool.
I
wow,
need
that's great. That's
Hmm.
great.
I
Hmm.
need to
Yeah.
set up some, because I thought about also, I keep getting um reminded in my spirit to witness to my nieces and nephews' children and stuff.
Hmm.
Sorry, guys.
All right now.
Keep playing the video. But and so I thought about setting up a Zoom call
Hmm.
and telling the parents to have the kids call in, on a certain time, and
One sec.
then just making sure that if they're old enough to understand why we're celebrating Christmas,
Hmm.
who Jesus is and what he ultimately does
Hmm.
for us. Because I won't have the opportunity for a long time, if ever, to get together and have those face to face, or take them to church with me, or
Hmm. Hmm.
anything like that. And so I've
Mm.
been having that on my spirit. I still haven't done it, and so maybe that's my reminder to go on and set it up before Zoom says we have no more space for any. You all are going to break the
Oh,
internet.
yeah.
you know
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
didn't expect. Of course, he didn't know it was going to be used in this manner, but you know,
yeah,
it fits in
Yeah.
perfectly with
But
everything you want to do.
it's not the only platform. So if that one
True.
doesn't work, you've got
that's
several
true.
other platforms you can use. So,
It's just the most
don't
popular.
just think of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Appears to
I
be.
still haven't done house party, because I understand you can play games and stuff on house party. I had
Haven't heard of that
downloaded,
one.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I've not used it.
We did house
Uh,
party. Kathy
oh,
turns into
Yeah,
that. We were
we were
doing
doing a
that.
few meetings on house
Yeah, we were
party.
oh,
doing a
okay,
meeting on there.
okay,
I've done
yeah,
house party,
And it's
Zoom.
easy to use because you don't have
It
to
is.
have IDs or anything like that. You can just get on the house
Mm.
party. And if you see somebody you can click on if they
Mm.
already
oh
online and be
wow,
on the meeting with
Hmm.
them. It's really
Yeah,
simple to use.
that's true.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
this
I
New
do want to
Year's
bring,
for oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say this New Year's, I believe my sisters and my niece and I will just be in the house. Hopefully, we'll play some games, because we're a family that plays cards and and
Hmm.
board games a lot, and
Mm.
and toast each other. And I'll try to stay awake till midnight.
Till
That's a
midnight.
tough one, yeah. But last year was a banner year. It was a blessing that things occurred when they did, because my niece graduated from college, Wendy, and she graduated in December. So she was still able to get a job because it was before
Before.
COVID.
Hmm.
She was
Oh.
able to get a job, and we
Oh,
celebrated her birthday. We went to what is that place in Alton? Fast Eddie's. Have you guys been to Fast
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's?
I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So we went to Fast Eddie's first. Okay. And Fast Eddie's is a place where cheap food, you cannot take their food out of the building. You have to,
Okay.
what you buy, you have to eat there. Strong drinks, cheap food. Usually it's, not our music, but
Hmm.
it's still, after a couple of strong drinks, it is your music. You're
That's your
like
music.
twang, twank, twang,
Yeah.
twang, you know. and so,
It's a fun
and
place to
so,
go,
yeah, it's fun. It's
Hmm.
really
Yeah.
fun. They
Okay.
have a heated, large outdoor area. Fast Eddie's is just a cool place. So
Okay.
we went there, and then we went on to Chicago, because we were going to go see Hamilton in Chicago. But then
Mm.
my baby sister's ex boyfriend passed away, and she and I came back for his funeral.
Oh.
But by the time New Year's came along, we had tickets for New Year's Eve at the Boom Boom Room. Have you guys heard of
Mhm.
that in St. Louis?
Mhm.
No.
Oh, it's a burlesque place, you know.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, burlesque
wow.
show.
They do an
Yeah,
actual show. Yeah. It's
yeah,
Wow.
and so it included dinners, drinks, all the drinks. It was open bar on that. The dinner was really great. It was a nice upscale type of dinner. And then the Boom Boom Room act dancers and singers or
Hmm.
whatever. They do a burlesque show, and the show is really the bomb. They do a great
Okay.
job.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we
Yeah,
brought
so
in the new
that's
year.
something we'll be
Sound
able to
like
do
fun.
when
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
restrictions
they
get lifted, and
if they
hopefully they're
last,
still there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Hopefully they
saying.
will.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
there.
Because
You know,
we're seeing places that are not surviving.
I
So
know.
we just
yeah,
hope it's not
yeah.
some of the places that we really like. But yeah.
One of my favorite restaurants in Waterloo, Iowa, has closed. I heard that they're thinking about trying to turn it into a museum, which I don't know how well that'll go. But it was such a beautiful venue that you be in. The
Mhm.
owner's son had he's a graffiti artist, but he had spray painted a recreation of the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in
Wow.
the restaurant.
Wow.
And when
Mm.
you're sitting there, you can't tell that it is graffiti spray on it. He
Wow.
did such a great job.
Mm.
Very ornate furniture and stuff. And the food was fantastic too.
Mm.
And so it
Wow.
breaks my
What was
heart
this
because I'm like,
restaurant?
Waterloo, Iowa. Yes.
No,
Wow.
you hate them. Yeah, you hate to lose those kind of places.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know, Mel, if this the place around the Trinity River where the bridge,
Oh
Margaret,
yes. Hmm.
all those. I love that little spot. It opened up the year I was moving. How
Oh
has it
yes.
survived? Because it was all about dropping in restaurants. You want a dessert. You drop in here some music. They had the little seating outside. That was such a good idea. How is it doing?
So far, I've only seen one restaurant close,
Okay,
and of course, the cake bar is on point,
I
not
love that.
closing.
When we come back to Dallas, which ladies we are going to do, we have to go there. I love that
Yes,
spot. I was just
it
like,
is a wonderful spot.
I
It
went.
really
I
is.
did several visits before I moved away, and it was so cool setting it all up. Just drop in and out. You're walking. It's a perfect
Wow.
And
spot.
they've got a great little barbecue restaurant there.
Yeah.
That oh my gosh, they have R&B
Oh, that
musicians
sounds
come
good.
And blues was
and
playing the night. I went
blues.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
blues band. Yeah. So that's on
blues
my
and
list. That's
R&B.
high on my
Yeah.
list when I return. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad to hear
Tul-
it survived.
Tulsa has an area like that where you can just kind of walk from, but it's more restaurants and bars, but they do have a burlesque place there also.
Okay.
But
And Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah,
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Hmm.
I was surprised by how nice Tulsa was and how much I liked it.
Mhm.
Wendy and I went to a Thunder game
Oh, okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were playing the Lakers, and she had wanted to at least once in her life see LeBron play.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course, LeBron didn't play in that
Oh.
game. And I'm finding out more and more a lot of the marquee players for teams, they
Mhm.
won't play in the cities with the smaller venues and
Mhm.
stuff because
Wow.
they're not going to risk getting hurt
Wow.
playing a team they know the rest of their team can beat.
Hmm. I didn't
Or
know
they
that.
or they think, yeah, the rest of their team can beat. So
Okay.
they'll be on the injured list, like they have a cold, so they're on
So
the
they
injured
can't
list.
play. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting. Interesting. Hadn't
yeah.
really thought about that.
But
Mm.
fortunately, our seats were really good. We were close to where the bench was for
Okay.
the Lakers. So we saw all of LeBron we wanted to see as far as him coming back and forth and yelling out at his teammates and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it was a cool game.
Oh,
And the city was the real star to me of that trip.
mm.
Yeah, I haven't been to Tulsa in decades. So, but when I went, the downtown area was nice. You know,
Uh-huh.
um, so that's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm
What
ready
part?
to travel. I'm ready to travel. I cannot wait to maybe late summer when more people have gotten their shots because I am just ready to break away and
I
So
just,
am
speaking
too.
of shots, who all is taking the shot?
I think I am.
I'm
I
going to
have
take
to
it
wait.
when
Who said yes
I'm getting
besides
the
me?
first thing coming. Whatever
Cass
I,
steaming
said
my
yes.
way that I can get the
I
shot, I'm
want to
getting the
take it.
shot.
Mel, what about you?
I'm up in the air. You know what? By the time it gets to me, though, I probably will be ready. But because it'll be summer before they get
That's right.
to
That's why I think I'll be
everybody.
ready. We have several months to watch all the people ahead of us and how are they doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before it's our age group.
So I
So
want to
that's
put
why I
my
think
name
by
on
then
the
I'll be
line
ready.
and be in line because when everybody else is so excited and say, yeah, I want to do what I want to already be in line for it.
Yeah.
But by that time, you should see a lot of the um,
Side effect.
bad, issues that are happening. The people who have allergies don't take it because you might end up in the hospital like the girl in Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, they had to put her in ICU.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
Yeah.
But you know what? Every time they mention the side effects, and I don't know, I think this is just a little quirk in my brain right now or something. But I think about on the Queens of Comedy, Mr. Moore talked about the guy going into the club and wishing that, if he was flirting with you, that you would get to see his side effects. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever remember that?
No.
I don't remember that.
No.
And she listed things like ruin your credit. You know what I'm saying? Want to move into your apartment dry. You go all these things, the guys would do if you can see the side effects.
I'm gonna
Side
have to
effects.
look that up because, as a matter of fact,
The
and
Queens
probably
of
post
Comedy.
Mm-mm.
and that was some more.
Yes. Yep. That was the worst part.
Okay.
yeah, but one of the things that, some people are saying on the internet right now, which is insanity, if they really sat back and thought about it for a second, I don't see an outbreak of the flu. Well, gee, most of us are wearing masks. So of course you're not going to see an outbreak of the flu per se.
Mhm.
I mean, we weren't wearing masks before.
Right. Right.
And so you did have flu, even though you've taken the vaccine. Flu has a 60-70% of efficacy.
Oh.
So it basically just helps to lessen the impact of the flu, but it doesn't stop it. Same
Mhm.
thing with this vaccine, but they're saying it's 95%
95%.
effective.
95%.
But
That's the difference, yeah.
but
That's
they
huge.
haven't now. That's the thing. I'm waiting to see what they're saying as far as Pfizer did not say that it prevents it. Okay,
Well, that's
you
one
can
of the
get
things
it
that we don't know. So that's part of what we do have to find out.
right.
That's part of what we have to wait to
Yeah.
see.
Pfizer basically says it'll make it less
A
uh,
less severe.
vicious, is severe. So I'm like,
Huh.
okay. After seeing my girlfriend's husband go through what he had to go through because they did plasma on him, they did all of the BPAPs machines and everything else, and they did the intubation, they did the flipping where you drain the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Wow.
go through all that. I
Did he
He
have?
got
Did he
plasma
have?
with antibodies and it didn't work for him.
Yeah, the plasma antibodies did not work
Did he have
because he got
underlying
double
conditions?
pneumonia.
Did he have
As far as
underlying
I
Oh,
conditions?
know,
God.
no. I mean, this guy worked out on a regular basis and stuff. I mean, so it was like,
Everything. So yes. Sometimes it makes a difference.
Mm.
Sometimes it doesn't. I mean, my
Right.
my cousin had asthma, and he'd had it for several years, but he's at home now, and they went through all the things you named. He experienced everything, and he was in there for 10 days and at least 7 in ICU.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we really
see,
didn't know if he was going to make it.
you
Wow.
have people who are 90 years old that have come out. My
Mhm,
aunt had
mhm.
97,
Yeah,
had COVID.
yeah,
No big deal.
yeah. It's so
But
different. Yeah.
It's
the
the
thing is, I
individual
think
thing.
Hmm.
it's more in your DNA. And I don't think that they've really done a study on the DNA of the people that have died, not just the pre-existing medical conditions, because that's not necessarily a given that you're going to die
No.
if you have those.
Hmm.
And most people associate that.
Hmm. I
So,
mean, I've never even had a flu shot, so
Oh really?
no.
And see, I
see,
get
I've
one
had
every
flu
year.
and I've had the pneumonia vaccine.
Yeah.
None of them. No.
And
And
I
that
Wow.
was
just
one of
started
the
the flu
only
last year.
illnesses that I would get was the flu. And I
Mm.
had it bad enough to where I became a flu shot enthusiast. And so I get mine every year.
Every
You
year.
know, now
I
I
just
I
did it last year for the first time.
oh really?
Um,
I've also
so,
done the shingles vaccination.
I
So
should do that because my mom had that twice. She had it, it
wow.
was painful, and it came back. So
Mm.
I
my
really
husband
should
had
do
it.
that one, but
you know.
I haven't done that either.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah. So I'm not an
Well, I'm
anti-vaxxer.
gonna
I just need to wait and see.
Yeah, by the time it's around our age group, we would have a lot of history on how people have dealt with it, with shots starting, last week or this week. So
Yeah.
you have a good idea. What are you gonna say, Kathy?
I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about the upcoming year 2021, and not only like how you bring the year in terms of celebrating it, but on a reflective basis, what do you, or let me rephrase it. So some people um, do the traditional making New Year's resolutions, and then this is what they, uh, set up for themselves at the beginning of the year. A lot of times we know we make resolutions and we don't follow through with them, or we do it for a little while or whatever. And some people are successful, whatever. Um, I've moved away from that model a little bit, and that's kind of what I want to spend just a few minutes talking about. I did work with a lady, and I'm going to give her full credit because she was a friend of mine, Mary, at the bank, and she hit me to a different concept about a phrase or a word to describe the year. And so, I, that's a different way to look at it. And so I started doing that, kind of choosing a word or a phrase that I wanted to kind of set the
Yes,
year up
yes,
on that
yes.
way.
So why did you
Um,
choose catastrophic last year? Was that you?
how did you know? How did you know?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. And so, but I am really feeling hopeful for 2021. But I am
Hmm.
always game to picking up new ways of doing things or different things, different ways of looking at it. Because Renee, I'm definitely using a thing now about praying to be prepared for the things that I want or the things that are coming. So, but what do you all do to prepare for the upcoming year in terms of goals or what you want to achieve or accomplish, or even do you do that at all?
I don't.
You know what, Kathy? I have to say, I have to jump on that for real because that's exactly what I do. The words and the phrases, I've been doing that for years. Every single year, I have a word or I have a phrase that I keep the whole year, and I got one now. Now I'm not going to share it until 2000 until we come back, but I do that, and it's kind of like the motivator. It's a little theme, When I start my journal, I started with that, but I got one
Wow.
for 2000.
Mhm, mhm. I haven't decided on mine yet, but
Little
you know, but I'm in that
mhm.
mindset now.
Wow. Yeah, I've never been one who does the what is it, new resolutions or anything like that. I'm like, I can't
Mhm.
commit to hardly anything anyway.
Right,
So I just
right,
going
right.
into the year prayerful. And probably the only thing I try to do
Mhm.
subconsciously is make sure that my house is, as clean as possible. I like to go into the new year
Yes.
with everything clean already, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I kind of do that decluttering thing in my space,
Oh,
and
I,
it's
I
kind of. You said you're not quite.
not cluttering. I meant just cleaning, not
Oh, I
disposing.
declutter. Yeah, I'm decluttering. It's kind of like it's almost therapeutic as I'm about to start
Oh,
the new year. Just roll out some old stuff and things that you haven't touched or whatever. So I do that house thing, but I don't really do resolutions because
yeah.
things just I
I
focus
don't.
on different things throughout the year. So I don't really start off with here's a list of stuff. And I'm a list person. Everybody knows this. When I go visit you, I got a list of all the things I want to do. I want you to do with me, or where we're going to go eat. I got a list of everything, but I don't do resolutions. But I will do the house thing and just kind of declutter, and it's kind of like a purging of the end of the year, and we starting fresh. I think that's what
Mm,
it represents. Yeah.
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Yes, no resolution, just grateful.
You've
Grateful to
seen another
see it,
year.
thankful, grateful, and praying for health and happiness and and just joy. I just that's my thing every year is it's kind of like, but to your point, Renee and Pam, my mom insisted that you better not have dirty clothes sitting around your house
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve because you cannot wash anything on New Year's Day. So
Oh, okay.
that was her thing, and I've kept that. And of course, I make the greens because she said, I'm tired of the pennies. I want dollars.
Yes. Yeah.
We still have a little bit of pot of black eyed peas, but um, nah, it's the greens.
Greens, black eyed peas, and then we added fish
Cornbread.
also for luck. Some type of fish. So it's
Oh,
Oh,
like
really?
okay.
fish Creole for luck. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a soul
I
food
don't know about
New
the.
Year's Day. Go
Mm-mm.
ahead, Diane.
Mhm.
What'd you say,
What's up with?
Diane?
I was wondering about the black eyed peas. Why the black eyed peas? Why the black eyed peas? I mean, I like them, and I like that little soul food sort of. But I was wondering what's
It
the
was a
deal with the
tradition
black
with
eyed
my
peas?
parents.
Why we go to the soul
It was a
right?
Uh,
tradition with my
And I
parents, and
think,
that
and
was
only
one of
thing
the
I
things they
come up
cooked.
with. Oh, okay. And I think coming with black eyed peas, real growing up or whatever like that. But I think with coming with eating black eyed peas is a spirit of humility when you're eating black eyed peas.
Okay.
oh,
You,
okay.
That's different. I hadn't heard
and
that
to
one.
me, that's a good way. I mean, it's kind of so humble, as opposed to a spread of steak and lobster and all these things. To
Mm-hmm.
me, when you eat the greens and the cornbread, those things I grew up with, being poor
Hmm.
and all, but those to me it's just a little humbling experience to just having that good old black eyed peas and cornbread.
I like
I don't
that.
do the peas and
So
cornbread, but I think for me, that's what it would be,
Okay.
a little
Okay.
humbling experience.
now what I understood it, and I looked it up. Now there's one place that says the origin of it, of course, would date back to the Civil War, whereas that was black eyed peas were
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much um, date back to the Civil War, and so they used the food for livestock, and then later as a food for slaves, of course.
Hmm.
Um, and then basically the people in the South, Black people, ate them and said that they were good luck,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they won the Civil War, kind of thing. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but
Yeah, but the good
that's
luck
what
part
they're
is
saying.
definitely something passed down. Good luck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
And they're
this New
good
Year's,
for you.
yeah, maybe we better make sure we eat those black eyed peas this year, just in
But
case we're headed
now
for another
they
civil
also say
war.
they say the
You
Jewish
know
people
what?
have done it for
I
years.
think I will.
Ah, what about the Jewish people?
They said that they've done it for 1,500 years.
No.
They do it at Rosh Hashanah.
Hmm.
Wa-
I didn't know that.
It says it goes
Wow.
back to
Okay, well that's gonna be on my menu New Year
the
Day.
Talmud.
It's
I
all
got
right.
some
Well,
okra.
yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna commit to that, but we'll see.
I like them, first of all, and I grew up with them, so yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, black
Hmm.
Maybe
eyed
it's
peas for
something
sure.
later.
I'm a beans
Well, I
girl. I,
like
I don't do
beans.
greens, but I'll eat beans.
Oh, okay.
You don't do greens,
Right,
Girl, I stopped
right.
eating greens when I was 13. I never
really?
really cared for them. And when
Uh-huh.
I hit the teenage years, you know what? It was a thought that was going through me. It was like I gotta stop eating the slave food. And
Oh,
I was that person that never cared for greens. I ate them because I had to. So when I could stop,
Uh-huh.
I stopped, and I never looked back. So no, I don't eat. I don't eat.
Wow.
that's
I'll
crazy.
eat in the salad. I'll eat raw greens, but I
Uh,
don't do cooked greens.
Mm.
and see, my
I know
my
I'm
niece
that
and them,
anti-black person, but I can't do that.
but I'm anti-black in the sense that collards are my least favorite. I like
Mm-hmm.
mustard and turnip greens mixed, but I'll do collards, but the collards, they're a tougher green, and I think their fame or their is that they're so easy to clean,
Mm-hmm.
and so easy to pick that it's an easy green to make. Because I think it's mustards that'll wear you out. try and get them bad boys clean, because they're all
Right.
curled and
Yes.
Right. You have to have a good cleaning strategy, but my husband loves greens, so I worked it down to it. I can make good greens. I just don't eat them. I make them the way he made them.
Wow.
I learned how to make them his way,
Yeah.
but I don't eat them.
Yeah.
But beans, though,
Now,
I throw down on some beans now. Pintos are my favorite, though. But
oh,
I'll eat,
really?
I
Okay.
like black eyed peas as well. Yeah.
Now, what about external pig parts? Do you guys do the pig ears or the pig feet or what's the other, the snout or snoot or however you say it?
Had
I
all
love
of that
crunch
as
on
a
the
kid.
snoot.
Or
That's
pig
the only
tail?
thing.
Had
You
all of
say,
that as a kid. As a kid,
uh-huh.
that stopped as a teenager. The only thing out of all of that I would still even do was tripe.
Oh, but that's internal.
Oh
That's
I
stuff
know,
yeah,
I
I
I
never
still
know,
ate.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But that's the only thing close to back in the day that I was still.
Right.
And my
Okay.
dad did the chitlins, and he would fry them and put
Uh-huh.
hot
Yeah.
sauce over it. It actually was good. Look
Yeah.
at that. But
and
I,
hog
I
mogs.
don't like the little piggy at all. His inside, outside, none of his little parts.
hey, the Thrashes would do chitlins every New Year's Day when we go to their house for dinner. She would have chitlins as part of her menu. Yeah, and
Oh,
they were
wow.
delicious. And I did that for several years in Texas. And I
Uh-huh.
hadn't done it forever, but hers
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah, my family will fry chitlins too. And they fry
They
and
fry them?
cornmeal.
Oh,
Huh?
I didn't know anybody else that ate them fried
Yeah.
besides my family.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Look at them holding their head like, no. That
Slave
was
food. I
once a
can't do that.
year. That's once a
There
year.
you-
That's
Kathy, on that particular note, the whole little pig is the little slave food for me. Oh,
Even bacon. You don't eat bacon?
I don't eat
Oh,
bacon.
honey, no, but see, you
Yeah.
said it's outside. Now, if we get to the
Right. No,
inside,
but
let me
No,
just
I'm talking
explain.
about the whole
There's a
said
few
the whole
things that I
pig.
will
part of
not
this
give
little
up,
pig.
and
I
that
don't
is
ribs.
sausage, bacon, pork chops,
I
and ribs.
never.
Not giving that up. But the other stuff, they can have that.
No,
They can have.
none.
you said
It's
no to all of it.
it's called
Oh,
buy
I
little
love my bacon and sausage. I'll never give up meat.
what about ham, Kathy?
Ham, yes,
Yeah,
yes. I
okay.
love
Yeah.
ham.
I
I love
I
ham.
don't do
pig.
But just
I
ham.
no
never liked
ears,
it
no
when I was
hooves,
a
no
kid.
tails. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won't do the external pig parts. I don't,
Yeah.
and the exception would be crackling or
Yeah.
what else do they call that? Chicharrones or the fried pork skin. Uh,
Skins,
and
pork
something
rinds.
something I wish that was still easy to get was bacon with the skin still on it. Because when we were
Mhm.
kids, they didn't cut
Oh,
that off.
right.
And so when
Right.
you eat the bacon, you had a snack.
You had the skin left. Yep.
Yep, that
Yep.
skin that was,
Yeah.
That was my
that
mother's favorite
rind.
part.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
And now
Love
never
it.
ate that part. No.
really, you
No.
eat the bacon
No.
and just throw that little
No.
skin part away.
Well, think
Yeah.
back in
I've
the
never
day,
seen that.
when you bought pork chops and they had that nice layer of fat around them, and when they
Cut
got
that off.
fried, that fat would get fried up
Rendered.
crispy. That it
Yeah, you
tasted
cut
good
that
too.
off. Mm-mm.
And now you barely see any fat along along the pork chop.
Right.
That's doesn't
That's
happen
why we
anymore.
probably still alive to talk about it because that was deadly.
Well, honey, if you could eat that other stuff and be talking about that, because I still be throwing up today if I put a tripe down my throat or a
Oh, I
chitlin.
love tripe.
My
I love
mom
tripe.
used to make tripe, and it was like, what is that exactly? And
Mm-mm.
it's their tongue, right, or
Mhm.
something.
No,
Oh, intestine.
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 The tripe,
They said,
Yeah.
no, it's
Oh
yeah,
no, tripe, not tripe. No,
whatever
no, no.
it is.
that's
Tripe,
Yeah.
not
the classic, Mel.
Look it
That's the
up,
first
look it up.
question. What
It's
is
the
it?
cow.
Because it looks horrible.
No, tripe is the cow thing.
The
The
cow's
cow
what?
thing. The
His
cow
thing?
thing.
No.
It's the.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not.
yeah, because tripe is in
Not
a
the
cow.
cow. No.
That's an intestine, though, isn't it?
Tripe is in the pig, right?
No,
It's in
hold
the
up.
pig, right?
No,
I
tripe
thought
is in a
so.
cow.
What?
All I remember is the
It's
intestine.
an intestine.
So what
Yeah.
part of the cow is it? I was told that the tripe was the
It's actually the
vagina
stomach.
part of the cow.
It is the stomach of the cow.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's the
The
stomach.
first or second stomach of a cow or other
Yes.
ruminant used as food.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
But
It's called no thank you. I will pass. And
Thank
I
you,
will
ma'am.
pass
I'm
on
with you.
all of your pigs. I mean, it's called when I used to have to travel, Pam, and take clients out and
Mhm.
they have that little pig sitting up there. I was just kind of like, please bring some other meat on this plate, please, Lord, because I don't want to have to say I don't eat that because you really can't. I had to take them to sushi restaurants, and I had to kind of whisper to the waiter, please cook mine.
Cook something,
You know,
yes. Cook my tempura. Bring me tempura.
yeah.
Something that's cooked. Yeah, yeah, I remember you wouldn't do the sushi. Yeah, Kathy won't either. I
yeah.
dragged her to one here, um, and
I
she
grew up in the
did.
Midwest. I eat
I did
beef
too.
and pork. That's what I
Uh,
eat.
no, I love sushi.
I
I do
know you
love
do,
sushi.
Renee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You,
partially lived
it's
in the
like
Midwest
nobody here will
because I
eat
lived
it.
in Kansas.
I was
That's
a
Really?
right.
picky eater, so if it stank, I didn't eat it. If it looked strange, I didn't eat it. If I
Uh,
thought it was, I was that girl. The stuff that I like, I pigged out on, but but I was kind of picky like that. So
yeah, we
mhm.
actually did a sushi party here. So I have all the ware, the dishes
Wow.
and everything, because then
Okay.
you'd learn to roll your own and you could pick whatever you wanted to make it. And I
Hmm.
actually got the idea from a guy at work. He had a sushi party, and I thought it was the bomb.
David would make
Mm.
some for us, but he didn't like
Uh-huh.
sushi either. But
Really?
he would buy all the ingredients and he would make it. And only Taylor and I were eating it. Mom didn't eat it either. So
Oh
they eat something
wow.
cooked. He'd do some stir fry for them, but we just have the sushi just in heaven.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, just in
See, there
heaven.
you go. I figure as long as they have a salad wherever I go, I'm good.
You're
So if
good.
it's sushi, they got a salad somewhere. They got some lettuce in there. You know what I mean? If I go to a seafood type of a restaurant, wherever I go, they got something on the menu I could eat, even if it ain't nothing but a plate of fries. I'm doing it. So there you go.
I'm
Anyway,
with
ladies,
So much for
it's
adventurous
8:01.
eaters.
Uh,
So much for adventurous eaters.
I'll be adventurous on some stuff, but if it don't look right, it don't smell right. Like I don't like to go in Red Lobster anymore because the smells got too strong for me. I just,
Uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
ugh.
can't eat corned beef. I don't like the way it smells. It smells like
Oh,
dog food to me.
I like corned beef.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to eat that.
It
Eaten it
depends
in a long
on,
time.
well, are you talking about corned beef hash?
No,
Oh, I
just
like that.
corned beef, like on a Reuben.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll eat
Oh, yeah.
pastrami, which is very similar.
But
You
you just
know.
like the corned
Now
beef.
I'll do pastrami, but usually turkey pastrami now. I don't even do
Oh,
as much
really?
beef as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
The
the little
name?
turkey dirty too, so
You all just made me hungry. I
Yes.
haven't had dinner.
Right, right. We all gonna be ready to go eat some dinner in a minute. But since we will, just for everybody's purposes, we will be dark for the next 2 weeks, so everybody enjoy Christmas. So we won't be here
yeah.
Christmas Eve and New Year's. Have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's.
And a
Yeah.
And
safe one.
Diane will take us
Oh,
out with something to
yes.
think about. Leave us with something good to think about.
Anyone? Okay, here you go. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young.
I believe that.
Very good.
Think
Righty
about it.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
Very
Because
it.
age
good.
is a lot to do with state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like
Think
that.
And
about it.
Good
yep.
one.
Very
Good one.
good. Well,
Well,
thank you,
happy
Diane.
Merry Christmas and Happy New
You're
Year,
welcome.
Yeah, to
everyone.
you guys
And
too.
be safe.
Everyone.
Be
Yes.
safe. Be safe.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Continue
Celebrate
to wear those
safely.
masks
Celebrate safely. Keep the mask on
Yes.
everywhere.
for sure, for
Mask
sure.
on.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right, ladies. We will see everybody January the 7th. Same
Yes.
bad time, same bad channel. Thursdays on the
Okay.
boomrz.
Look at Renee.
Same Facebook
All
All
right,
page.
right,
guys.
Renee.
Okay. All
Bye.
Merry
right.
Christmas.
Merry
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 Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas,
Love you
Happy New
all.
Year, Happy Hanukkah,
Bye.
Yes.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Okay. Yes.